ladies, we've all seen what our friends on social media are saying. I'd like to remind you that you could also contribute to this conversation by sending us your thought on our WhatsApp number 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511. Your first take on this, yes or no? No. Okay. Olivia, you?
No.
You're both no? Okay. Since you're both no, tell me why. Bernice, why not?
Well, I mean, before I start, I'd like to say that physical intimacy is a very important part of relationship. It's not bad. God created sex, okay? But the thing is, anything good done in a wrong way can be very harmful. I know this topic is very debatable. Everyone has their own opinion about this, and these days, you know, it becomes very difficult talking about it. People really avoid talking about it because they don't want to hurt society or something like that. Personally, I think that is a big no, because people these days have normalized sex and made it feel like it's something like just waking up and taking a shower. But it is really much deeper than it is. Because if you have sex with someone who is not married to you, you are creating an ungodly soul tie with this person. And you are connecting your mind, your soul, your will, your emotion. You are getting entangled with a person, and by the time you know it, this person has influence, some level of influence and control over you, and you don't, even though you want to break off the relationship because of the attachments, because of the emotional investment, you can't break off. And then it feels like you've given a piece of you to someone, and then when the person is breaking off you, it's as if you are tearing your own self apart. And so I personally feel like, I know people are come after me today, but I think that is way, way, way deeper. It goes way beyond what we think than it is. And so why would you want to engage in sexual, intimacy when you are not married? When you want to create all of these ungodly soul ties, and by the time you know it, you are fighting certain things that you didn't call for. You know, I understand. I'm a medical person. Okay, you would want to check the person's sexual compatibility in the bedroom. Check. You want to check the person's sexual health status. That's very important. I mean, I hear, I'm in the hospital, I see people come with, erectile dysfunction and blah, blah, blah. That's perfect.
People come with erectile dysfunction?
Yes.
To the hospital?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's a serious one.
Yeah, it is. It is. I know. I mean, that's not to say, or that's not to judge or condemn anybody. I know the medical implications and all of that when you probably don't know the health status or the sexual status of your partner. But that's... We will come to that. But, I mean, baseline, I'm just saying that it's more deeper than we see it these days. Yeah.
Let's take a deep breath for me.
Great.
Beautiful. Olivia, your take. Why no?
No, I think many people believe sex after marriage is good because when people marry, they've taken some vows, made a commitment, so they put some thoughts in their choices. If pregnancy results, I mean, we have two people to care, support, and then love the child. It's better than single parenting, which results when you have sex before marriage, in most cases. Yeah. And also, it decreases a woman's value, having multiple sexual partners before sex. I think some men, it's a red flag for some men. Once you tell them maybe your body count has exceeded a certain number, they feel they can't marry you. They just want to have fun with you.
Okay, Olivia, Bernice, I've had two takes. Yours is more founded on religion, if I may, because you kept talking about soul tie. Right. So you explained soul tie to us. Yours has to do with, the fear of if pregnancy comes in, what is it going to be? You're more about social morality and what it will mean for the woman, just to be sleeping around or sleeping with someone before she marries them. But I think fundamentally, you know what? We'll open the phone lines as well to see what others have to say. So 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511, and 020-473-8481, 020-473-8481. We'd like to hear from you. First of all, or second of all, I'd like to know,
Great.
what really is sex? Olivia, what is sex? Let's understand that and see why we are saying that it's wrong to do it before marriage. What is sex? And what is its purpose?
Sex is having an intercourse with your partner.
Your partner.
Yeah.
It can't be just anyone.
Well, it can be just anyone, but let me just use the term partner.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean you're married to the person, but maybe the person you indulge it with. And so that's sex, getting intimate with someone sexually.
Okay.
And your second question, can you repeat it?
Its purpose, like purpose of sex.
Procreation.
Purpose of sex is procreation. That's the purpose of sex.
Yeah.
Okay. Dennis, do you think there are different definitions to sex? Will there be the scientific? Will there be the religious? Will there be the social? Like she said, if its purpose is for procreation, then she's leaning more towards social and scientific. So, I mean, you are a nurse, so you tell us, what is the scientific definition of sex, really?
Well, I mean, it's not far from what Olivia is saying. Honestly, like in the health field, if you're counseling or you're talking to people about sex, it's usually because they want to have a child,
Okay.
they want to have a baby. You know, basically, even though sex in itself can have other benefits, you know, so it's like, for instance, if you have an argument with your partner, sex might be a way of, you know, kind of relieving the whole, you know, situation. I mean, there are so many things to it, but then basically, sex gynecologically, you come and it's basically for couples to make babies. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
I still don't think we've answered that question. I'll come back. Let's pick
Okay.
our caller. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Razak.
Razak.
Yeah,
From
Nkraza.
Nkuraza. Razak, could you please speak out for me?
Okay, this is Razak from Nkraza, NKZ.
Oh, NKZ. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Razak, what do you think? Sex before marriage or not?
Sex before marriage is actually the best thing to do, you know?
Tell me why.
Because you don't know what you are going in for. So at least you should try yourself to know, for the woman to know if the size of my manhood is okay for her, or the size of the woman's pee is okay for me. You see? So sometimes you have to try yourself to get to know if you are compatible. Else you get married and you see the size of the man's manhood and you run away. You understand? So sex before marriage is the best.
So, Razak, for you, sex is basically about satisfaction, knowing that I can satisfy this person and this person can satisfy me. Basically, that's it, right?
So if you have sex and you don't satisfy the other partner, you're wasting your time.
Okay. So it's about satisfaction. And that is why you do it before marriage.
Exactly.
Is it not possible that the sex you have before marriage can change when you are married? Is it not possible? And that is why some husbands and men have said that, you know, it wasn't the same when they were dating. It's sort of changed. Is that not the case?
No, no, no.
It's not the case. Okay. All right. Thank you, Razak.
You're welcome.
Maybe you want to answer that. Is it not possible? I will come back to what sex is, but haven't you heard people say that, you know, and that's why they cheat when they ask why they cheat? It's like the sex is not the same, the connection
Before
is not the
and
same,
after.
and whatever.
Yeah.
So finding out before marriage doesn't necessarily mean that when you get married,
It will
it will
stay.
it will stay the same.
Perfect.
And not knowing doesn't mean that it will be better anyways
Thank
when you're
you.
married, right?
Thank
So
you.
let's come back to again. We've said that sex is, of course, a physical, scientifically, is a physical intercourse
Yeah.
between a man and a woman. Can we establish that?
Yes.
A woman and a woman can't have sex, can they?
A woman and a
A woman can't have sex, can they? I mean, you're a medical person, so I want to can
Yeah,
a woman
yeah.
have sex with a woman
no.
based on the definition of sex?
Yeah, based on the definition of sex. Yeah.
Olivia, you have a
Yeah.
different opinion.
No, I think she's right.
Okay. Hi, maybe it's early morning. I have to slow down on the sex.
it's
Hi,
cool.
good morning.
Good morning.
Derek, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Kaswa.
Kasua in the building. Talk to me, Derek.
Okay, for me, sex before marriage isn't the best.
Isn't the best. Okay, why?
Yeah, so with mine, I think we have to look up for the other things that will, like let's say, you see, when you have sex before marriage, you don't know the person. You don't know whether the person is having some kind of disease. Do you get it?
Then you can always find out before you have sex with the person.
Hello?
Derek, you can always find out before having sex with the person. You don't have to marry them right now. You can find out if the person has has contracted any form of disease, sexually transmitted disease.
You see, you can't get a car from someone and say you're going to test the car before you buy the car.
Actually, with some dealership, you can actually do that. Some dealership allows you to test the car before you buy it. Do you know that?
No, I don't know. But you can't. Sex before marriage isn't the best.
Okay.
It's not the best.
Very well.
You have to go to the hospital, check. You can give birth to syphilis. That's why people give birth to syphilis. Do you know that?
Okay, and I'm saying that before marriage, if you meet a person and you want to have sex with the person, you can find out your sickling, you can find out anything you want to find out. You can present, oh, I did my check yesterday, I don't have any contracted disease, you know. It doesn't have to be in marriage. I'm just saying, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. Hi, who else do we have on the line? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Mary, calling from Lakeside next to the California.
Ashale Boche. All right, Mary, talk to me.
Yeah. I'm just on the live discussion about sex before marriage, yes or no?
Say again. Mary.
I said I'm watching the live show.
Okay.
Yes, please. So I want to contribute to it.
Yes, please, Mary, go ahead.
Okay. The sex before marriage, yes or no? My brother, I'll be real with you because it would be good if you check what you want to eat before you eat it.
It will be what?
You check.
Mary, do me a favor. Can you mute your TV so that you can talk to me and stop listening to us on TV? It's interrupting the conversation. Yes. So I want to hear you.
Yes. So why I said sex before marriage is very, very important as a woman. Because you have to know the person. You have to learn the person and see if this person is somebody you really want to spend your lifetime with. Because if you don't go into this thing now, when you are in the marriage, and you found that this person is not satisfying you as a woman, that is where cheating comes in. That is where infidelity comes in. So before agreeing on that, you have to come together, to feel yourself if you belong to each other. And again, I'm not trying to go against the men this morning because these men are something else. There are some that will marry you, will tell you what they have inside, what they are going through inside. They will lure you into the marriage. And you have no structure. You have to just wonder what you experience in the marriage just because you want to keep the marriage or you want to keep the name.
Okay, Mary.
Because majority of we women, I'm saying from my own point of view, like
yes, we understand that.
Men, they won't tell you if they can able to produce a woman, or not.
Yeah.
You understand?
I do.
Then they know the problem inside, but they won't tell you, the woman. Not until they lure you into the marriage.
But Mary, I want to ask you something. Mary, is it always a guarantee that a man who satisfies you before marriage will certainly satisfy you in the marriage? Is it a guarantee?
Yes, it's a guarantee for the modern system that we are in right now. It is a guarantee. Because without that, you won't know who the person is.
Okay.
It's a guarantee. Yes, you should. Before going into something, you should know if this person is really the person you want. See, we know sex is not always a marriage. My brother, I'm telling you, 75% of being a married person is included.
Okay, Mary, thank you very much. Mary, thank you.
Yes, please.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Robert. Good morning.
Hello, Gordon. Good morning. How
Where
are you?
are you calling from? I'm doing well, thank you.
Please, I'm calling from Italy, here.
Okay, Robert.
Good morning to your viewers. But as for me, I want to go a bit deeper than, whether it's good to have sex before marriage, yes or no. Okay, number one, I think when we talk about sex right now, sex has become a bargaining tool for, normal conversations, and it's become a conversation starter for people. So for me, I think sex has lost its allure and sanctity, or, whatever people call it right now. Because if for marriage, the main thing about marriage is procreation for some people, even that can be argued against, right? If marriage is for procreation, and people see sex as a form of a sport right now, then sex has lost its value when it comes to, fun and things like that. And apart from that, marriage also is not too attractive. So why should I keep myself till marriage to have sex? The people who are blessing their marriages and advising us about marriages, they are cheating on their wives and having extramarital affairs and things. So what have we learned from them about marriage that we wait till marriage to have sex? Why can't we just have sex now and be free? I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Totally.
Yes,
Robert.
there's nothing about sex that will get me to wait till marriage to try it out. If I can just go around and do it with anybody, there's nothing. We don't fear anything now, and we don't hold anything in sanctimony. There's nothing about sex that is nice for anybody anymore. So no, if you have sex before marriage, fine. Gordon, if a woman comes to you and they tell you that they've had sex before, would it prevent you from marrying
being with them? Of course
if you
not.
love them, I'm not sure to prevent you from marrying them. So
absolutely not.
I don't think it's a fair criteria to judge on and say that if you have sex before marriage, it's a big no-no. If you have it, have it. If you have it too, that's your own problem. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Robert. I wanted to ask him something before he left. I'm trying to find out the definition of sex by different platforms, and it's not opening, but this one says sex refers to all acts that can sexually arouse you. So sex is more than sexual intercourse. That's the penetrative sex. It also includes things like kissing, foreplay, and all that. So I want to ask, what do we have a problem with? The penetrative sex, because we know that people may not necessarily penetrate before they get married, but they do things like, kissing, fondling, doing all. We'll come to it. You guys ever did that? That's one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Exhibition,
Exhibition. Okay. All right. Go ahead, please.
I'm watching your program now.
Thank you very much. Talk to us.
And I don't agree on sex before marriage.
Okay. Why not?
Yeah. If I've heard plenty people give comments, if maybe you should know the size of man you want before marrying him, which means you would have left with about 8 men before getting married. I don't advise women to have sex before marriage. Everybody knows what you are doing.
Why women? You said you don't advise women to have sex before marriage. What about the men?
I'm saying it in general, sorry.
Okay.
And if you have sex before marriage, one, it decreases the value of the marriage. It decreases the value of the woman herself. And there will be no trust. Just because we have sex before we got married. Like, even if I travel and leave my wife home, I will not be safe. Because while we were not married, we had sex. So, even if I travel out for my wife to wait for me, or maybe a month's time she will come along, I will not be secure. Yes, frankly speaking, I won't be secure because we had sex before the possibility will be high that if I have sex with somebody else, I'm not home, or even in my absence. So I don't advise men, or in general, maybe couples or maybe potential couples to have sex before
marriage. Derek, let me quickly ask you this. What about kissing, making out and all that before, this one, I mean, what about kissing and making out before marriage?
Okay.
Does it change anything?
I'm thinking kissing is emotional, right? Having sex is emotional. And every human being has feelings. And some part of the, the body, every human being has feelings.
I don't know if you can hear this one. Desmond. We're trying to go Desmond's line. Desmond, if you could call us back, we'll be very happy. But let me ask you, Benis. Okay, like Desmond said, and I'm sure you agree with him with the no sex before marriage. But is it the same as if you kissed 15 men before you marry one of them? Let's say the last person. Does that change anything? Will it affect the marriage?
So, well, this point, one thing I know is that if you kissing is like a foreplay, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a form of intimacy.
Yes,
because you don't go about kissing just anybody.
Just anybody.
Right? You kiss someone you really like.
And Godwin, how much self-control do you have to keep kissing someone and not end up leading to some sort of...
Some people say they can do that without necessarily having sex.
I understand. This is from my own personal opinion, because maybe it's because of how probably I view sex and foreplay and everything. Because I am emotional about the person I'm with, and if I'm kissing with all my emotions and everything. And by the time I know it, I probably will lose myself. Am I lying?
Yeah, that's
and
right.
so I feel like we don't have so much control to measure how far is too far, or how short is enough. I don't know what I'm saying is right, but it can lead to penetrative sex or anything.
We've had stories. I mean, I don't know if your friends have told you. I have heard a lot of stories where maybe the guy, for men, we're easily aroused than women are.
Yeah.
So where a woman can control herself to a certain extent, a man would want to have sex immediately. So isn't it hypocritical where you find women who say, no, I don't want us to have sex before marriage, but then they will do everything else, foreplay, kiss and all that, and say just because they want to keep the guy, they don't want to lose them. Isn't it hypocritical to do that, even though you don't penetrate, but you do all of that and say that you don't want to have sex?
See, let me establish this.
I want Olivia to...
Oh, okay, great.
Let me speak on that. Why are you so quiet? This
Because
one is
I'm
for you.
listening.
Is it hypocritical? Or it's different? Because you're not penetrating, you're not having sex.
When you asked for the definition of sex, I talked about penetration. Okay. And then you went ahead to read another definition, right? So from your definition, I think it is hypocritical. But from my definition, once there's no penetration, I feel can feel free and do anything you want.
You can do anything without necessarily, and it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
You don't think it will affect the relationship. He won't lose trust for you. The person won't lose trust for you in any way, because you went to a certain extent, even though there was no coitus, there was no...
Well, I feel some people can forgive if, let's say, we are in a relationship and you cheat by maybe kissing someone or doing other things. Once there's no penetration, I feel they can forgive. But once there's penetration, it's like, that's a big deal.
Menace, hold on to that thought. What are the benefits of not having sex before marriage?
Benefits of not having sex before marriage. I think for me, we're free from contracting sexually transmitted diseases.
Okay. People do contract sexually transmitted diseases in marriages.
In marriages?
Yes. No? I mean...
But you can't compare it to having it before marriage.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's one benefit. What else? Why wouldn't you have sex before marriage? One, you don't want to contract.
To avoid unwanted pregnancy.
To avoid unwanted pregnancy. Yeah. For you, that's it. There's no religious...
The Religious values.
Is there any religious backing for you?
I'm a Christian.
Do you think it's a sin?
Yeah, it is. I'm a
It's
Christian.
a sin.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and
you
the
also
Bible
do it.
frowns upon it. So.
Okay. All right, that's one.
A lady.
That's one.
Yes, please.
Okay, you're clear now. Please continue.
What?
That's one. Please continue.
Yes, please. You asked the question of, you see, a lady kissing guys before the marriage is really it is wrong. Because if I'm dating you and you...
That's one. Speak out for me, please. Speak out for me.
Other guy, it means you can just cheat on me, okay? Because why should you have a partner in this other guy?
Very faint.
That's one. We can't hear you. Could you speak up, please?
Having foreplay and if you having foreplay, I don't think it's right, because if you can't kiss somebody without you can't kiss somebody without touching him or her.
I don't know if you guys can hear Desmond. I'm struggling to hear Desmond. Desmond.
No.
All right. All right, Daniel. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Daniel, what's your take, please?
For me, I would say sex before marriage is the best. But what I want to say is, if you want to live with a person without sex, I think that one too is your own choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Because a certain guy called and he was saying that sex before marriage, if he has sex with the person and maybe he travels, there will be insecurity.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask that person that, what if you get married to a woman who is not virgin?
Mm-hmm.
The person has break the virgin already.
Mm-hmm.
And when you met her, you said you won't have sex with her till you get married. Fine. Since the person know what is going on already, and you are choosing not to have sex with the person, how would you trust that person that when you when you travel, the person will not do something like that?
Behind you, yeah. Okay.
So for me, my take is yes. We have to, test it and see whether what we are going for.
Okay. Is what you want, what you're looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. No.
Before marriage is the best.
Derek, stay with me. And I want to ask you something. I've heard people say that for men, it changes for Daniel. I'm sorry. It changes for us when the woman gives herself to you. Is that true? Do you agree that for men, once a woman gives herself to you, she loses a certain quality in your eye?
Not true.
Okay. It's not for all men.
Yes, to me, if I meet you today and even you give yourself to me, I cherish you than those who try to she's doing something for you to see that she's very expensive. It's never true.
Okay.
If you give yourself to me tomorrow, then why don't you give it to me today? And I'll cherish you forever. To me, Daniel, I will never say you are cheap because you give yourself to me today.
All right, Daniel, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Do you think that men lose a certain feeling about a woman when a woman gives themselves to them?
I think so.
You think so? You think men do?
Yeah, because for me, allowing a man to see your nakedness is like the final thing. And once
you see his nakedness.
Oh yes, of course. But I mean to the man, like I wanted to establish earlier, men will love to have sex to feel loved, and a woman will love to feel loved to have sex. I don't know that you understand that.
Please, I like that. I like that quote very much. Men will love to have sex to feel loved. So when he gets it, he feels loved.
Yes.
And a woman
will want to feel loved to have sex.
So before a woman gives herself, she has to feel loved.
Thank you. That is why a woman gets so attached to a man, because before she reaches that stage, she must have given her all. And medically, when you get to that stage, there's a lot of, they call it love hormone, oxytocin, that is released, and it forms so much, it gives you that bond, that attachment to that person. And when the person break off you, oh my God, you can't.
So that's what it is. It is that hormone that after you've been with someone for a while and you've had that relationship with the person, when it doesn't go well, you still are unable to let go.
Yes.
Where does the hormone come from? From the woman or from the man?
Oh, both.
Both. Okay.
So, like when you have sexual intimacy with someone, the physical touch and all of that senses some nerve impulses to the brain, and the brain releases oxytocin, and then it floods the body. It's a happy hormone, and it makes you forget everything, blocks pain and everything, and it's so pleasurable. And who doesn't like pleasure? And the thing is, you keep going back and going back because you want to experience it.
What if I've done it with several people? Then I get attached to all these people?
That is what I'm talking about. That was my earlier submission, because sex goes way beyond the genital stimulation or genital orgasm, because there's that attachment that we are failing to, we are ruling it out.
Is it spiritual or is mental? Is it mental or spiritual?
Everything. I mean, everything, because like I'm saying, you don't see attachment. I don't know how to put it. It's not tangible.
It's not physical.
It's not physical, but it's there. Do you understand? Yeah. The same way there's that exchange of energy when I have sexual intercourse or I have sex with someone. It is not physical, but it's there.
How are the prostitutes doing it then?
Yeah. So the thing is, there can be people who are sexually addicted. Like it can be a medical.
Prostitutes have sex without any attachment and they don't have any bond with whoever they are.
See, I think people get to a point where their mind is mentally seared.
So it's possible.
It's possible. It's possible to that extent that for me, I'll feel that guilt. Why did I do this? But you can get to a point where your brain, your mind is mentally seared that you see it as normal.
Nothing.
As nothing. Yes.
Okay, Olivia, definitely you have to tell us your final comment on this.
I think nowadays people do it for fun. So most people have multiple sexual partners and they don't get attached to them. Unless maybe you are doing it with someone you're in love with. That's when the attachment and bond comes in.
But I just heard that a woman will only do it with someone she's attached to, she's in love with. It's not entirely
now,
the case, is it?
I don't see women
doing that. A woman can sleep with do women do this for pleasure?
Yes.
They can do it for purely pleasure, not really liking the person.
Like, I mean, if you see a guy and you feel he's attractive, maybe you would want to just have fun with him.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Final advice. What would you tell the men to look out for when they find a partner?
What they should look out for?
Yeah. If the woman wants to have it, should the man go ahead and do it?
Of course.
He should do it.
Yeah, because if you don't do it, you should find it elsewhere.
Interesting. Interesting. And okay. I mean, hey, that's fine. Final. Anything?
Yes. I'd like to say that. I mean, maybe my thoughts are all geared towards medical and things like that. My point is, you want to establish sexual compatibility, whether the person has any health thing to be concerned about. Come to the hospital. There are so many things now. Women can come, you do pap smear, you can check their cervix and things. Men, we can check their reproductive organ. You don't necessarily need to have sex to know, are you a doctor? You understand? I mean, the point is that...
satisfaction, no, it's not medical. It's here.
Leave the satisfaction to marriage. See, if you do all of this, what are you going to explore in marriage? I know people who are living like brothers and sisters. There's nothing fun again. Before marriage. I mean, it should be a journey. That is why men, when they see your nakedness and things like what you were saying earlier, what else is left? I mean, they will look for something that is juicy. But I mean, in all of that, I would like to say that it is very difficult to find somebody very attractive and still have that self-control to say, I want to wait. I know I give it to people. See, you've not been in somebody's situation before. You don't know what, you've not been there. But we just pray that God gives us self-control to be able to control ourselves when we meet people that are attractive. Then we get married and explore together.
Yes, we pray for that grace in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
To give us self-control, and self-control is self-control. Thank you very much, Bernice Kujo, nurse and singer, and then Olivia Badu, who is an influencer. What's your social handle? We want to follow you.
Underscore.
Do you want to share, first of all? Okay, you don't mind?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
Underscore LIVY8AAH Livia.
Okay.
Yeah, on all my social media.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Bernice Kujo on all social media platforms.
All right, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Please, you have been advised. The plug is up next.
Skincare and cosmetics. Oh, my dear, take a honampa. Honam so cool. What did they talk, dear? Yeah, Jumudia. #1. It will be a wobia. I will show you. As a honam no and Casamo. Honam no so by Ajiamoso. Pimples, dark spots, and not dear hyperpigmentations. Nurse your ben so up massive force in your drone. And let them nurse or beno, and who and drone at home machines. Abba, I want my most skincare and cosmetics clinic. I had your bar, your BBI, your vacuum suction machine, your microdermabrasion machine, your high frequency machine, and the build out of it, meeting Bonnie in Aswaha, oh dear bra, Mama most skincare and cosmetics clinic. I am wow, bra, now we have the Nina and Philly, come on, and Fama, come on, Moshe, I will Accra, East Legon, number 3 Boundary Road, and now such a shape Yosua. They will wager before the West Hills Mall on the Malam Kaswa Highway, no so SCC Junction. Mama Mo, let your skin do the talking.
Hey, give it to me! Hey, man! Go! One time! Stop! Ah, enough you guys, so continue.
Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking from 1 Ghana cedi to 350 Ghana cedis. And you could win 26 times your stake on the exciting new Pick 1 game from Game Pack. Play by dialing *946# on all networks via our website or download the Game Pack app on www.gamepackgames.com. Choose your Pick 1 number from 1 to 36. Place your stake and watch our live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. daily.
Hey, live life like me with Game Pack. Game Pack, more moolah, more power.
This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
Hi, my name is Nanama Ejewa, CEO of Dwayne Co. Company Limited. Under the umbrella of Dwayne Co. is one of its flagship products, AquaGold Purified Drinking Water. AquaGold Purified Drinking Water has been certified by the Food and Drugs Authority, and it is created through microfiltration. It has gone through reverse osmosis, and it is sterilized by UV treatment. They are making in ensure making me go through science, technology, ensure hote, ensure kroji, ensure onuma who say manum ensure the one we are located at Tema Community 12. Contact us on 0266 26 7005 or 020 824 3851. AquaGold Purified Drinking Water, safe water saves lives.